Now, here's your Rutherford weather forecast.
Ryan Baird here, joining you 2 o'clock on this Thursday afternoon. It is April the 18th, and we're looking at some possibilities of some severe storms, strong to severe storms later on this afternoon. So we're going to kind of dig into this just a little bit to give you a heads up on what we might be expecting here. So first of all, let's go to the severe weather outlook, and I've put a little blue dot right here under the pencil where you can see Rutherford County. That's Murfreesboro. Here's the county. You can see here that we have kind of been designated to the dividing line, if you will. So the western half of Rutherford County, if you will, maybe even more than half, is in a level 2 out of 5 for severe weather, level 1 out of 5 for the southeastern portion of the county on into Cannon County. I wouldn't really get too mixed up into, is it a level 2, is it a level 1? It's just to say that we're kind of in the area where the storms could be beginning their weakening cycle, especially with the overnight deal. So we've got a couple of rounds of storms to kind of deal with and talk about. But here's I-65, and we've been saying for the last couple of days, along and west of 65 is the greatest chance of severe weather. That doesn't mean that it will not happen east of I-65, but the greater chance is to the west. Taking a look at the next slide here, the specific threats. This is the threat for severe wind, and what this means is within 25 miles of any point. So here's Rutherford County, the center of Rutherford County, Murfreesboro. The possibility of severe wind greater than 58 miles an hour has a likelihood in the green of 15 to 29%, in the brown 5 to 14%. So as you can see, that's just a percentage of the chances within 25 miles of this point of having severe wind. As we look at the secondary threat, hail, we're in that 5 to 14% range here in Rutherford County. Circle it right there. And as for tornado, in this area here, not showing that there is a threat of a tornado, but in the green, that's a 2 to 4% chance, and a 5 to 9% chance in the brown, a possible tornado within 25 miles. That's the percent that is given by the Storm Prediction Center. So as you can see, our chances are much higher for severe winds. Hail would be the number 2 threat, and the last threat, and it's a low threat, is for a tornado, but it's not 0. But wind, hail is what we expect to cause us any problems. There will be some rain with this. Anywhere from a half an inch to an inch of rain is possible. There's the blue dot there for Rutherford County. So let's kind of dive in and look at how things are shaping up right now across the area. And if I can get my computer to help out here and not be a pain. There we go. So we kind of have the wide view here in Middle Tennessee. Here's Rutherford County. Not seeing anything popping up, but we do see a few storms trying to get going down here in Mississippi, crossing into southwestern Middle Tennessee. That is going to be the area where we're going to have to keep an eye out for those afternoon storms that we mentioned, two separate kind of events. So we've got some pop-up storms that could pop out ahead, and that maybe will be coming from this Mississippi area and kind of riding on into Middle Tennessee from the south and west. Then there's a front that will drag itself through ever so slowly. That's back not even in Tennessee at this point. And that front will then come through during the overnight hours and bring an additional threat of some strong storms. What does the model data show us? We're going to do that real quick and kind of a quick update as quick as we can make it here. So we'll look at one of our FutureCast models, and the 18Z has not fully completed, so it's not going to take us out kind of where we want to go. But that is one that we're kind of keeping tabs on. Models have had kind of a difficult time this week picking up on what's going to be what. But as it loads here, we can tell you that this is 2 p.m. So in an hour, no, it is 2 p.m. right now already. So we can see it's picking up on those storms down in Mississippi, and it's picking up really well on this particular little cell that's moving into southwestern Middle Tennessee. So let's take it out to 3 p.m. We see more storms beginning to develop in western Tennessee, especially southwestern Tennessee and down into Mississippi. Here's 5 o'clock, and from Jackson, the Tennessee River, out toward Memphis, even in Greenville, Mississippi, and these storms will kind of progress from southwest to northeast. So let's take it out to 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, moving into western Middle Tennessee, areas like Dixon and Humphreys County. By 7 o'clock, we see more widespread scattered storms, maybe out toward Murray County, Williamson County, or getting very close to that. Here's 8 o'clock. And you can see the downpours are fairly close. And we're going to zoom on in here just a little bit now. So to get your bearings, where the hand is, that's Rutherford County. So here's Murray County. Looks like a good storm there. You can see some of the heavier returns, the purples showing up. That might be indicating some of the hail that we could see with the storm. Here's 9 o'clock. Looks like it's right here over Rutherford County. So our time frame looks to be 8 to 9 o'clock, according to this model. There's 10 o'clock, pushing on out. There's midnight. But as you look back to the north and west, you notice that there's this big complex, right? That's still got to come through with the front. So as we take this on out for a few hours, it becomes disorganized. And that's why here is why there is the enhanced risk up toward Paducah and Hopkinsville. You can see it's much better organized there at midnight, but as you come on into 1 and 2 o'clock, it just kind of becomes disorganized, and that's why the thinking is there could be some storms during the overnight. They could be strong to severe, but as it progresses from, northwestern Middle Tennessee up to our area and then onto the Cumberland Plateau, it will be in a weakening state. That is one model depiction. There are several models out there to take a look at. The HRRR in the short term usually has a very good handle on things. It could change, but again, our details here as we wrap up, just to kind of go back to our original slide here, and a couple of rounds of storms are expected, scattered in the afternoon. So, in the next hour or two through the evening, and then a line approaching from the west after 9. So that's that particular cluster that I showed you just a second ago that will be moving in from the northwest. It's not going to be 9 o'clock for our area. It's going to be later than that. And the National Weather Service believes that line is going to pose the greater threat over the northwestern parts of Middle Tennessee. That's not to say that the storms this afternoon couldn't be on the severe side. And again, damaging winds and hail are the primary threats, the tornado threat low. So the reason I wanted to pop on here, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, those are the times that we could see some of the storms move through our area and cause some problems. So be weather aware, stay close to a source of weather information here this afternoon. We'll keep a watch on it here. Rutherford Weather Channel will be popping on if we have any warnings. Could have a watch later. There is some discussion, and I meant to pull that up and show that to you as well. The Storm Prediction Center is kind of looking at the possibility of watch in Missouri and also over into Illinois. So that could be kind of the start of things to our northwest with the front as it moves through later this evening into the overnight, really, and wee hours of the morning on Friday. So that's a brief update here. Didn't want to keep you too long, just to let you know that we do have the possibility of strong to severe storms. We'll keep a watch on it. Be sure to like all of our socials, RUCO Weather, RUCO Weather, on Facebook and YouTube, X, and Instagram, and just go to RutherfordWeather.com, RutherfordWX.com, and be sure to keep a tab on the page there, as we can go live on the page as well. And that is it. Thanks for joining. I'm Brian Barrett. Have a great evening and stay safe.